Hello everyone, welcome to another card making session with Alisa. I put out a call yesterday on my Facebook page saying, I don't know what, help me decide what to make. I have thought of something to make. I'm going to do an Emboss Resist card based on one that Melissa Kerman made a couple of years back, and also integrate some of a card that I made yesterday into it just to have a little bit of fun. So if you saw my little short reel yesterday, you'll sort of get an idea of what I'm talking about, but if you didn't, it'll be a surprise for you. And this morning, just before I decided to come live, I always go live at this time, just before the postie came and he bought me some mail straight from Salt Lake City. So, and a box from Salt Lake City. So I thought we would open it up on live. So if you are watching, jump in, say hello. I just want to check that my comments are working, and I didn't introduce myself. My name is Alisa Tilsner. I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia, and I go live every Thursday morning at this time. Hello, Rose. And I stream to both YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So I can see comments from both places, but you might be thinking I'm talking to ghosts, but I'm not. They might be on a different channel. So good morning, Diane. So I thought that it would be fun to open my mail. I thought I would wait. I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but I thought I would wait. It might be a bit more exciting to share it with everyone else. But okay, so like I said, I have got a rough idea of what I want to do in my head, but I have two color combinations and I don't know which one to use. So that is going to be your first choice while I'm opening up my packages. I am going to get you guys to choose. So my first one this is actually a color combination from the Global Design Project. I think that's what it's called. So Very Vanilla, Crumb Cake. Let's get my hands around the right way. Crumb Cake and Coastal Cabana. It's hot in Sydney. No, I thought we'd gotten rid of summer. How's hot? Really, must be really hot. Wet in Tasmania. Where else are we? We've got a fine day. It's pleasant. I think it's in the mid-20s. I'm not 100% sure. But my husband's going away to work up on the coast, and tomorrow where he is going, it is going to be 39. But thank goodness he's not going tomorrow. He's going on Saturday, and it's supposed to be dropping down to low 20s. 35 is hot. Nasty. Okay, so that's my first color combination. Coastal Cabana, Crumb Cake, Very Vanilla. You guys know I don't really use Very Vanilla. Or the second color combination is white, Night of Navy, and Garden Green. And I know a lot of you guys don't like Garden Green. So I like Garden Green. So I feel sorry for Garden Green. It gets a bad rap. So, but anyway, so they are the two color combinations. I'm actually going to pop it up on the screen here so you guys can tell me what you think. And I will swing my camera around and open up. Hi, Glenda. So as you're coming in, I haven't decided what color combination I want to use. So, 26 in Sydney, so far, and it's only mid-morning. So while I open my stuff from Salt Lake City, I thought you guys can choose me a color combination. So Coastal Cabana and Crumb Cake with Very Vanilla, or Night of Navy and Garden Green. So, can't get it out. I just want to say, look at their round stamps. And that's dated 2018. They must have a stash of them. Let's celebrate. Okay, so far we've got 2 for Coastal Cabana. Okay, dear Alisa. Oh, hi, Alisa. I'm just putting words in their mouth. Congratulations on reaching your 700,000 milestone. Please know I'm celebrating with you. I hope you're well and that we get to see each other sooner rather than later. Thank you for your dedication and hard work and for being part of the Stampin' Up family. Love, Sarah. Aww. So that means that this is my pin. So I thought I got a notification email the other day saying I had something, and it was like one of those things that was like, do I click on the tracking link? Is it a spam? So but then it popped up in my app, so I figured that it was a legit one, so I did. So there we go. You get these in a nice little box, little elastic. Ta-da! There's my 700,000 pin. So I got that back in January. So there we go. Another pin for the collection. Sweet. I'll put my card up behind me. I'll have to leave that one up for a little while. So there we go. Okay, so I've had only 2 votes. Come on, guys. Oh, I need to put you way out of the way. Oopsie, I shouldn't have thrown that. Okay, nice. Okay, so looks like, thanks, Priscilla. So, okay, so looks like this one. Maybe I should show you the stamps that I'm using. It might sway your thinking. So I'm going to be using the Butterfly Brilliance. So I'll put these out as well. Might sway your thought process of what I'm going to use. Although it shouldn't really, should it? I'm going to use the butterflies, and I've got some foliage. And I've also got some, I'm going to use the text, and I'm going to use a bit of splatter. And of course it's an embossed resist, so I will be using embossing powders and stuff like that. I've made sure I've got the right one. I need clear today, not white. So I've put all the other ones out of my reach and I've just got the clear one so I don't make any boo-boos. Oh my goodness. And I've also got, I'm going to do the biggest wish as my sentiment. So far this one is winning. I've got it up on the screen: Coastal Cabana, Crumb Cake, or Night of Navy and Garden Green. The choice is yours. I will leave it for just a second more, but so far this one is winning. And that's good because actually then I can participate in the challenge, right? I can tag them and have them share it. So far that one's winning. You know what? I will, oh, I got that dirty. It's been so long since I've used Very Vanilla. So I am just going to cut this one. I'm going to preempt and I'm going to cut this one down to the size that I need. I think I need. So as you are watching, you will, okay, this one looks like it's a clear winner. God, the other one didn't even get a look in. All right. As I am creating, you will notice that I do not give measurements as I am working. And that is because if you head, let me go and change my banners, get rid of you. If you head to my blog at Alisa Tilsner, I can't even say my name, alisatilsner.com, and you will see the subscribe button. You can subscribe to my newsletter and you will get this card that I'm making today as a written tutorial that will go out in my newsletter tomorrow. Okay, so that means I need to get some blending brushes. I do have a brown one. Where's my brown brush? And I am actually going to use a bit of, oh no, I won't be using balmy blue. Oh, wait, now I'm all confused. See, I had the other one thought up in my head. I thought for sure you guys would choose the other one, and you didn't. So now I've got to think. I have to use my brain for a second. All right. I'll just clean them off a little bit because that one's had, I think that one's had a bit of Bermuda Bay on it. So I'll just give that one a bit of a excess, and I think that one may have had some early espresso on it, so I'll just try and get rid of a bit of that. Alrighty. No, you know what? It's probably been years since I have used Very Vanilla. All right, I'll pop these out of the way, and I will determine which will be my card base later on. I guess I need a little bit of this now. I'm gonna start where? I'm gonna start by laying down a little bit of this one. I think I'm gonna do my leaves in brown. I'm thinking I'm gonna do my text in the Coastal Cabana. Okay, I've got to do thought process here. So what I'm going to do is just start off with my crumb cake, and I want to go lightly. You guys know I'm not a light blender, so I am going to go, or maybe not that light, going to go lightly if I can, if my brain will let me. And I'm just going to lay down a little bit of color just randomly. Actually, my ink pad probably needs re-inking. I'd say that's what my issue is, because I normally get a fair bit of color, and I'm hoping that this isn't going to look dirty. Now, another little tip, just let you know, if you are watching on YouTube and you are on a mobile device, you can pinch your screen and you can actually zoom in on what I'm doing. So I don't have the option to zoom in with this program that I use to stream. So if you are wanting to get a little bit closer, come on in. You can just pinch your screen. All right. So I think that's what I'm just going to do with that. I have no idea what this is going to look like, guys. So cross your fingers for me, huh? All right, so next step is to do the embossing panel. So, and like I said, I'm going to use the Butterfly Brilliance, and I haven't used this for a long time. I'm not really a big butterfly person. Oh, look, I've got all these butterflies here too. Oh, and I've kept all those bits too. Jeepers, this one's like a jack-in-a-box when you open it. All right. Did I even clean that the last time I used it? Holy moly, that's not real good. I need my mega block. All right. That looks a bit naughty of me, doesn't it? All righty. Now, I think the easiest way for me to do this is to lie it, rather than stamp that way, I think I'm just going to lie it down and go that way, because it is a very big stamp. All right, where's my Versamark? Oh, must be, where is it? Where did I put it? I was using it yesterday. I think I just put it back in the wrong spot. Yeah, I didn't know that either. You guys give me so many hints and tips about things. So it was you guys that said that I could do that. And you can do that on any video. So, you know, any video that's been uploaded, or doesn't have to be a live stream. Okay, I think that's pretty well inked. Now, the other thing I am going to do, which I'll probably have to go back and re-ink that now, when you lay down ink blending, now I did go lightly, I didn't go heavily, but when you do lay down some ink, you will find that the ink doesn't dry completely, and especially if you've gone heavy. So either give it time to completely dry, or I'm just going to use my little embossing buddy there to go over it. Otherwise, all the little bits of powder that you get from your embossing is going to be flickered everywhere, if you know what I mean. It'll catch all that wet ink, and we don't want that. So, all right. Okay, so I'm going to lay this one down, and I should have grabbed a different piece of scrap. You guys have thrown me. I thought for sure you'd choose the other. And I don't want to, I could have folded this over, but considering I'm using this as my funnel, it's probably not a good idea to use it, because it'll get all the excess Versamark on it, and then I'll have powder stuck to it. Okay, see, so I've got excess around there, so that would have stuck to my funnel. I have to think about these things. All right. This is going to be pretty. So I am using clear, and my clear is full of stuff. It's not very clean. It's full of glitter, it's full of paper, and I'm running out. So let's get as much as we can on there. Might have to scoop from the other side. But you know what? The glitter in there is probably going to be really pretty. Have a look at that. So I don't know whether you can see, but it's picking up bits of glitter. And no wonder, probably because I used the same card, the same piece of paper for all of my funneling back. But considering it's been a long time since we've actually had like glitter, you know, that's how long I don't use the clear very often. I use white lots. Okay, I am going to definitely pinch this one with my tweezers because they'll be hard to grip hold of. Okay, so I am going to emboss this now. So excuse the noise. There we go. Wait for it to warm up a little bit. This one. I don't know whether I've missed a bit up there or... Anyway, there we go. Looks like a bit of a mess at the moment, but it has embossed up fairly pretty. There we go. Okay, so now comes the interesting part. Actually, I'll leave that out for the moment. I'll put that away later. Okay, now comes the interesting part because we are going to add foliage and text and a little bit of splatter. So this is where the fun time comes in. So I'm going to do my foliage and my splatters in brown, I think, in the crumb cake. And I think I'm going to add some of the Coastal Cabana over the top of my butterflies. So I'm just deciding what I want to do first. I'm thinking I might do my foliage first. Look, honestly, it's like surprise every time I open up my stamp sets because I've got more in here. The ones that don't get used, look how pretty that is. The ones that don't get used straight away get used later on. Yeah, that was a watercolor thing in the past. Okay, what foliage do I want? Maybe the bigger one? I don't know. This is all new to me. I just looked at the picture. I didn't actually read instructions. Okay, so we'll stamp with our crumb cake over the top of these areas that I've already laid down some colour. Okay, and I do definitely think I need to actually, do I ink it up? Because if I ink it up, it'll be heavier. I don't know whether I want it overly heavy at the moment. So I'm just going to maybe not ink it up. It's just pretty light. So this, I'll show you what's happening. So so you can see. So I'm just getting some foliage there in the background. And because I've got an old ink pad as well, it's a little bit different. All right. Okay, so now what we want to do is, because we've probably got a lot of ink over the top of our embossing here, we're just going to buff that off. Okay, and I'm going to now pop down just a little bit of ink splatter and a little bit of text maybe. And I think I'll do that in, I don't know. Maybe I'll do that in Coastal Cabana. So before I put this away, I'm just going to grab a little bit more of my crumb cake and just go over the top a little bit, just to give it a little bit more. I'm wondering now if I should have perhaps embossed in white rather than clear, because I'm pretty sure I read just the list of what she had, and I'm pretty sure she had used, this is Melissa Kerman, I'm pretty sure that she had actually used clear, because what happens is, because I put down colour first, when you use clear embossing powder, your butterflies actually turn a little bit on the browner side. I don't know, this might turn out right, which, you know, is typical for me. All right, let's pop in some Coastal Cabana, and we'll just pop a little bit of text over the top and some down here, and maybe a little bit over there. Again, we'll buff that off, so that way it sort of all looks like it's sitting behind a little bit. I'll bring it up and show you what I've got going on now. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of splatter as well. So that's what it's looking like at the moment. Okay. Good morning, Carol. Welcome to the, we don't know really how this is going to turn out class. Oh, well, you know what? It's good to play sometimes anyway. Okay, so let's add just a little bit of splatter. As well. I think just 3. It is pretty. Oh, I don't know. It's not over till it's over, right? It's not over till it's over. Oh, Jiminy, I don't know why I do these things to myself. Yeah, let's go live and try things we've never tried before. All right. Now I'm going to add a little bit of, yeah, maybe I should have had those butterflies in white, you know. So anyway, maybe it's the contrast of the crumb cake, because that's standing out a little bit more. So now we're going to add some of this. Maybe this is the missing ingredient. Ooh, yeah. What do you think? Maybe that was what was missing. My blue. All right, so that's fairly light-ish coverage so far. All right, I'm actually going to blend over the top of my crumb cake a little bit, just to not have any harsh lines. And then we're going to go around the edges here because I've sort of taken off a lot of color from the middle of my pad. I'm just going to bring in, and I'm going to come in heavy, perhaps just over the top of these butterflies. There we go. You could even like bring in a little bit of like I suppose Bermuda Bay if you wanted to, but considering this is a color combination challenge, I am going to stick to my very vanilla crumb cake and Coastal Cabana. Ooh, now I'm happy. And you know what the other thing is because I am so, oh, now look, it's standing out now. Yes, just needed to continue on. The other thing is because I'm so used to working with white, I'm forgetting that we started off with vanilla. So yes, our butterflies are going to be vanilla, aren't they? Hey Trudy, yes, watch the replay from the beginning. We just laid a bit of color down first, then embossed with clear, and now we're just adding all sorts of bits and details. So what I think I might do actually is just add a little bit more splatter because I can't quite see my splatter anymore. So excuse me, I seem to have picked up a sniffle. So just going to add a bit more of my splatter. There we go. Hey Jody, I know this isn't new, Jody, but well, it's sort of new to me. Well, maybe it's not new to me, but it's a old technique that I haven't done for a little while. Okay, now this next bit is new to me. So I did this yesterday in a tiny little video, and I thought I'm going to expand on it a little bit. Okay, I'm just going to bring this up and show you guys what's happened. Hey, Lois. So because I laid down the color first, some of the butterflies have actually got the browner tinges to them. So because it's embossed in clear, it's picked up the brown color. So whatever color you're going to lay down first is the color that's going to shine through with your embossing. So this one down here is quite brown. This one up here is quite brown. So, you know, if I'd put down the Coastal Cabana first, then I would have blue butterflies, right? So, but that is pretty cool. And of course, because I had glitter all through my clear embossing, I don't know whether you can pick that up, but it's actually got quite a few sparkles in the butterflies, which I think is turned out quite pretty. So I'm very happy with that. Okay, so the next step is to choose a card base. Do I want it on Coastal Cabana with a layer of crumb cake, or do we want to go crumb cake base and then on top of a little bit of a layer of that way round? So A or B? You guys let me know. And that will also determine my sentiment, because I was thinking I was going to use the big sentiments. Oh, you can't do CC base. They're both CC. Coastal Cabana crumb cake, they're both CC. It doesn't work. Okay, so A, which was that base with that. Is that right? Crumb, yeah, that's right. Was that what I said? That base with that was A, wasn't it? Now I'm confused. Oh my God, it doesn't take much. I think it was that one. Hopeless. Good morning, Samantha. I am hopeless. Yes, that was right. Cool. Okay, just making sure. Oh man. Ah, dear. Okay, so, and then I've got that piece. Now, I get a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, I suppose. Actually, not really anyone. I do my card sizes in a weird size. So you'll notice we start off with an A4 sheet of card, and then I cut mine down. So my finished card base is actually 5 by 4 inches. Okay, so, and I don't think, I mean, I've only had one person who, because I run tutorials and she didn't like my card size bases, which is fair enough. That's fine. I do them differently. But there are a few reasons why I do this size card base. One is mainly because of our market size. I wanted something universal so that both the North America and South Pacific and Europe and UK, because we all use different size card to North America, they're the odd ones out. But I wanted something that universal that we could all use. And since I've started working in inches, it's so much easier on our trimmers. It's just, you know, you pick one of these solid lines and you go for it. So I do find that a lot easier. And the other thing is that I will get this piece of scrap left over from my card base, and this is generally what I either use for my sentiments with, or I will actually use it as a layer because it fits perfectly and it just seems to be a really nice size layering piece, or I can use it as a layering piece this way, and that way I'm not using half a piece of our A4 cardstock plus I've got to go in and get some scraps. So I generally use that whole bit. So like this one, I'll probably emboss my happy on, or my birthday, or whichever way I decide to go around. So that's how I generally, why I do that. And I find I really like the way the composition turns out. Like, so it's a little bit, our card is, if I did a half an A4, then it's a little bit taller, and I sometimes feel that it just needs to be a little bit shorter. So, and that's another reason. So hopefully I've explained that a little bit. So if you are getting my tutorials and stuff like that, then all my card bases are that size finished. So, which leads me to what do I want to do with this piece? I'm not sure just yet. I'll put it aside. Now, I don't know whether you saw my card yesterday, but I am going to try that same sort of technique, but a little bit more involved. So I'm going to grab my machine and look at that, you can see through it. Look, oh, so nice. Anyway, we're going to pop that down and come into the screen a little bit more. So, and again, if you are wanting the tutorial for this, head on over to my blog, which is showing on the screen. It is a different card size, but I really like it. Head over to my blog, which is on the screen, sign up for my newsletter, and then every Friday you will get a free written PDF so that you can follow along. Now, I am using the Stitched Rectangles dies here, and I am actually going to start chomping in to my card. Oh my gosh, should I do it? Well, I'm going to. So I probably will get 3 out of it, maybe. Well, maybe I could do a smaller one as well. 1, 2, and then I could do 2 more down the bottom. But I need to leave enough room to put dimensionals in between. So what's that? I should be able to do that. All right. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. Hello, Ruth. I caught a little bit of yours this morning. Oh, holy moly. I've replaced this top plate, but I haven't replaced, oh, crikey. I haven't, all right, you guys know what? I haven't replaced this one yet. This is my little one that's got the big crack in it. And the reason why I haven't replaced it yet is because I don't know where I put the new plates. I can't find them. So I have to order some more. Oh, and the other thing is, you guys know this was falling off all the time for me. So And I've seen some people on one of the leaders groups saying that they use Loctite or something to glue their handle in. But if you just pop that out, that little bit of rubber thing out, all you have to do is tighten the screw and put the rubber thing back in, and the handle is back on there again. So there you go. All right. You guys are going, what is she doing? You've just done that panel and now you're chopping it out. Ah. Oh, what is that? What is that? That is not good. I hope I've done the right thing here. Bad luck. I could use the picture this dies if I had them. All right, I'm going to keep them up the right way though. I don't know what's happened there. I might have to go back. It looks like my top of my card's torn off or something's torn. I might have to go on. Oh, hang on a minute. You know what? It could have just been paper left in my die from a previous run. There we go. All right, so now I'll put this one here and that one. Doesn't matter if they're even or straight. Corner in first might help. Probably. I think I'm got to stand up because I'm crooked. There we go. Let's angle it a little bit. Make sure I'm straight. Oh, you know what? I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Oops. Not that crooked. Alrighty. Let's try that. I think I'm still in. Let's go on an angle. Look at that, you guys. I always forget to do things like that. Okay, I need to keep them in order. Coming in late from Arizona. Do you know what? My kids are so happy. This is probably not even related to your Arizona, but my kids are really happy because the Arizona drinks, we can actually get them now at my son's supermarket that he works at. He is very happy. And they don't cost a bomb either. And we've got Swedish redfish and what else did he say there was? I can't remember. Bear in mind, I just got to get a smaller piece of crumb cake so I don't have to chomp into that one. Couple of scraps. Alrighty. Okay. So, what will we do? That is terribly crooked, that one. Oh, well. It's just going to have to be. Okay. So, I am thinking we might just do some small panels on the side there, I think. Yep, I think I'm there. Don't mind me thinking in my head instead of outside my head. Yes. So, and my husband is happy because the Arizona have sweet tea. I didn't like sweet tea when we were over there. Our friends were drinking it all the time. And then these guys are going to go back into place. So, I don't know. I don't know whether I like that. It looks dirty. It just looks grubby. Anyway, maybe I'll just have one on the side there. Maybe something like that. Anyway, I need to glue that down. But I do quite like the Swedish fish, I have to say. We went to Noosa, and there were the cockies, the cockatoos, and they would just come to your balcony every morning. If you left the door open, they would just wander in. You could not leave anything on the coffee table because they would pinch it. I think they pinched our keys. Anyway, they also pinched the lollies off your table, so you had to be really, really careful. And they enjoyed the Swedish fish. And it does say don't feed the birds, but it's like you got a choice because they're just going to take it anyway. And they were very naughty. All right, so what I'm doing now is just going around with copious amounts of dimensionals, because I've cut so many panels. It is well and truly dimensionaled up. So when you are doing this, just make sure that you have got room for dimensionals, otherwise you get little bits of floppy stuff hanging around. There we go. Okay. So we'll take all these bits off. La-di-da. Crumb cake under. Oh. And then you got to make sure you get all these little thingies off. Oh, oh, oh. It's time consuming. All right, did I get them all? I think so. Hold them in the light, you'll get the shine on them. Got that one. Yep. Okay, so then we're going to stick this panel down. So I'm just going to bring it a little bit closer to me because I do want it lined up straight-ish, and my head is going to come in screen. I just know it is. Can't get around that. Sorry. Okay, so we've got that panel then sticking up, and then these ones we just pop down. So that's why you need them in order. Now, yesterday I did this and I made them out of designer series paper. So you can probably go back and find it's, I did the video, it's on my Facebook page, it's on YouTube, it's on Instagram, it's on Pinterest. I don't do TikTok, so it's not on there. All right. So then these guys are just a little bit recessed into it. Push them down. It's pretty busy. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Is it okay to admit failure? So let me bring it up to the screen. So that's what I have going on at the moment. So it's pretty busy, but not, if you know what I mean. So it's different. I don't know. I'll show you the cards that I made yesterday. I'll bring them in because we're not finished yet. Maybe when we get our sentiment on, it'll be different again. Okay, so I was thinking about using these big suckers. So I was thinking happy and birthday. Just like that. Maybe. Never seen this one. Well, it's interesting, that's for sure. It still looks dirty to me though. Maybe it is the colours. Maybe it's because I've used brown and it just feels grubby. Like I've, you know, dropped it in something. All right. Okay, I've got that. Oh, we'll just get a smaller scrap of ivory. Ivory, it used to be very vanilla. Showing my age. It used to be called ivory way back when. Whoops. And so I'm going to emboss. I do need my white. I put it out of my reach so I wouldn't use it. Oh no, I can't use white. I can't use white because it'll be too stark against my vanilla, right? Oh. Maybe I will do, okay. Don't mind me. All right, I'm going to try and be sneaky and tricky and not use the, well, it's because it's for a color challenge, so I didn't want to put any other colors into it, but I'm going to do that. And then let's see if that works. Let's see if this works. And then I will do this. You could pull out your Stamparatus for this, which would probably be a lot better than what I am going to attempt, but I will attempt it. So excuse my head. Actually, I'm going to bring it closer to me still. Excuse my head. Alrighty. So now I've just gone over it with Versamark again, and now I can clear emboss that. And it will have glitter and all sorts of stuff in it. All right. So we'll do that. And I'm getting better at using the tweezers so I don't burn my fingers. Make sure you get it all. There you go. Ta-da! See, there's generally a solution. There's a pretty good job of lining it up too. It's not bad. Okay, and then we want birthday, and I'm just going to do this one as is, but I do think I might need to do I need to re-ink it? I don't know. We'll just ink it up really, really, really well. Go to the edges where, because you tend to use, especially when you're ink blending, you take a lot out of the middle. Happy birthday. Oh, and I've thought about my embellishments already. We have those, we have these ones, classic matte dots, because they have vanilla and I have not used any of the vanilla ones yet. So I will use that. Now close your eyes. Close your eyes, everyone. Because I'm going to use this. Happy. And I have to cut the next one out by hand. So we will have happy. And birthday. That. Get rid of these scraps. That one, radio. I don't know. I still don't know. Oh, I'm dreadful. It's I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I've got no words at the moment. It's one of those ones where you're not sure. And you are more than welcome to say, I don't know either. You know, I will not be offended. I know those cutters are good. Oh, they, I have to say. I only use a handful of things, like probably 2 things that aren't Stampin' Up. And I don't use that one all the time anymore now. I used to use it for everything, but now I use my, once we had that new paper trimmer, I use that one all the time, and especially now that I've gone to creating in inches. I use that one all the time. And when I write my tutorials too, I do convert them to centimeters, so you don't have to worry. But I do find inches are a lot easier. And then I discovered that a lot of you guys, even though we're in Australia and stuff, you guys use inches as well. So I was like, I'm late to the party again. Happy birthday. Oh, I know, using inches is okay. I'm not 100% with vellum. Tammy's saying use vellum behind the happy. Vellum. Where's my vellum? I could do, let me have a look. I have no words as I'm cutting them out. Oh, okay, vellum. Where is my vellum? Oh, don't mind me. I gotta find my vellum. I think I actually put that one away. And I did. Oh, I'll get these out while I'm down here. Oh, man. I step over the piles of stuff everywhere. Vellum. Okay. What did I do? I think I was trying to put one bag inside of another and it didn't actually work out very well. I was trying to put, that one's like, obviously that's what I do because there's another bag inside of that bag. Vellum, or is that going to cover up? Yeah, when we get down to the 16ths, even the 8ths, I'm running out of, you know, I'm not so great. So, do I need vellum behind there? Let me bring it up. Or is that going to, oh, I suppose that'll detract because it's quite a busy card going on, isn't it? So I probably do need something, but just something small. Now I do have my dies on the floor because I've got a project. I've got piles of projects all over the floor. Crazy. All right. Not a big one, just maybe a mid-size one. Happy birthday. How about that size? We can check. For the happy, well, if I put that down there, then it gets lost, doesn't it? So maybe this one. Oh, doesn't fit. Scraps. There we go. All right, should be able to, I'm not going to attempt to do that again. And then, of course, you know what other things I've got all over my floor is when I go, you know what, that's in my way. I'll check down there. All right. Oh, I'll try and see if I can use this one. I've got to, I'm sure that in my cleaning up process, I am bound to find my new plates because I think the time has come to use them. And they're probably not very far away. There we go. Vellum and dip. Audrey says she is old school, can't use centimeters. Well, my husband, because of his trade, he uses inches for diameters of things. But then when he's measuring, he'll use millimeters. So, alrighty, let's do that. Okay, now we've got a fair bit of height going on in this card already because we've layered that one on top. So let's just stick this down as is without layering any more. I suppose I could have cut that out as well, but fussy cut the happy, but anyway. Oops. Maybe I will use dimensionals on that one. How many can I get? All of them? Now, I think my lazy bum son has just gone into the shower at 11 a.m. So, and the pump is right outside my craft room. He's probably been waiting for me to finish, but you'll probably hear the water pump going. So apologies for that. There we go. Happy birthday. All right, so I need to put a dimensional there. And probably that is probably enough. So just pop your adhesive wherever you have your, oops, lumpy bumpy stuff. Wherever you've got card. All right. This is pretty busy. Pretty busy. Very busy. Probably a little bit out of my comfort style, but that's okay. Dunk, dunk. Ooh, see, now I'm going to be confused. This placement will confuse me. One, two, and a third one needs to go somewhere. Ah. Oh, I don't have anywhere to put it. Maybe I should have gone that way, and that way. Can I shift them, do you think? Or are they stuck down for good? There we go. I don't know. I still don't know. Still don't know. Above the happy. Oh, I'm running out of room. I couldn't get my triangle happening. So anyway, I don't know. I'll wait until I photograph it and we'll see. I like the concept. I don't know. But feel free to give your thoughts. I am okay with it. I'm okay if you want to go. I don't know either. Maybe it's because it's like I've used the crumb cake and it still just looks dirty. Anyway, so these are the cards that I did multiples of them, and I just did a circle and popped a leaf in them because I'm mass producing. So, and I used the fancy Flora paper with these. So there's a few different looks with them, and that one as well. So I did the same concept with the cutout. So I think they turned out quite cool with the circle behind and that one raised. So just a really simple but adding different, something different. So not a lot of supplies needed to be used for those types of cards either. Okay, don't think the dot on the side works. I will play around with it. I will play around with it somewhere and try and figure out where to where to pop it, and now that I've put it on cardstock, oh no, it did come off. Anyway, I don't know. I'm stuck. I can't go up here, it's too far away. Can't go there. Can't, it's too far away. Anyway, sometimes placement works really well, sometimes not so great. So either that, or I can go 1, 2, and really separate that one. And that looks stupid too. Anyway, I will play and figure it out. I will figure it out. So anyway, if you do happen to want the instructions, there's a couple of different techniques in it. Someone's given me an angry face. That's okay. I could have been a slip of the finger. Who knows? But if you do want the instructions for this, because there are a couple of different techniques, and you might pull out a technique and go, I'm just going to use this part, or I'm going to use this part of it, and then you can create your own. So if you do want to, oh, the eye in the birthday. See, look at this being switched around all the time. Happy birthday. And then maybe I can put these back here. Okay, about that. Oh lordy, at least they come off easily off the vellum, right? You can switch them around. That's funny. So anyway, if you do want the instructions, head on over, make sure you are signed up to my newsletter, and the instructions along with a photograph and all the written measurements and all the supplies that I've used, everything will be listed in there, and then you can print it out, come back, follow along with the video and create it yourself, or just choose parts of it and have a crack. So you might just choose to do the recess part, you might just choose to do the embossing part. So it's that's better. I think we finally found a happy place with our embellishments. Okay, so I am just going to swing back around just so I can say goodbye. And I don't think there was anything else I had to show. Oh, I do have to show you some things because I always forget things when we're crafting. I am starting to get oh, you know what, I don't know, it might have been a slip of the finger. Sometimes you accidentally press the wrong one, or I might have said something that they were angry because I was angry about or something, I don't know. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Now I've forgotten what I was going to say. Oh, I'm getting ready for the annual catalogue list. So I am still waiting to hear from Stampin' Up. I will check on them to find out the weight of the catalogue, because I need to know how much my postage is going to cost. So, but if you have spent at least $100 with me in the last 6 months, which I think I took from October, November, December, January, February, March, last 6 months, so from October to the end of March, you will automatically be getting the brand new catalogue for free. And if you haven't, then I will have postage details up. I'm happy to send you a catalogue for free. I just ask that you please pay the postage to get it to you. As soon as I find out how heavy the catalogue is, I can organise the postage on it. So awesome. And then I can order them in April. And then I will get them posted out in April. April is going to be busy because I'm away for 3 weeks in May. Ooh, so busy, busy, busy. Okay, thank you very, very much for joining me again. And we will catch you next week. And same time, same place. Hopefully I'll be a little bit more in my head. Well, I was in my head what I was going to create. It just didn't really come out the way I thought it was going to. It's fine. Okay, I'll stop rambling and say see you later. Bye.